Hey everybody! Northern Lions back playing some FTL after the dog shit run with the Rock Cruiser Type A. Bulwark? More like, well, I think we could all see where that was going. I kind of am in the mood for a red tail run. Have we ever won? Achieved with Type A on normal. We have won at the red tail. Never mind. We're not going to do a red tail run. I want to try out a ship that we have not won with on normal. I don't think we've won with the Stealth Cruiser on normal. That was on easy. It's been forever since we played as the Stealth Cruiser. I think it kinda sucks, but there's parts of it that are okay. As long as you pay attention and use cloaking appropriately, I think you have some interesting repercussions here. Long-range scanners is nice. It looks like we're pretty much guaranteed to get involved in combat straight away. Let's jump to a beacon that lets us, you know, not get involved with combat immediately after that. Oh, this is not combat, just like the presence of a ship, I guess, which is usually combat, but in this case, actually gave us a quest marker, which is really nice because it's right next to us. What do we need? Save money, buy shields. Stealth is wonderful, don't get me wrong, but if we can't buy shields, then there's basically no chance for our long-term success, I would say. Short-term, we can make some wonderful things happen. Long-term, pretty unlikely that we survive. What would be very nice is almost maybe move our weapons personnel into the sensors room for now, and my reasoning here is so that we're able to see when that beam is about to fire. But we probably won't be able to block the beam anyway, so maybe we just dual laser weapons straight away. And then we cloak, dodge the laser. It still hit, are you fucking me? And then we mini beam quickly. Yes, I know that this will take us out of stealth soon, but we gotta stop their beam from being able to fire. It worked. Okay. It was not great, but it got the job done. We don't start with stealth weapons as the stealth cruiser, I think. We had an 80% chance to dodge, and somehow we still fucked it up. Anyway, this is okay. This was handled properly, because now we can keep them at bay. We just shoot at maybe engines this time. They hit. They're gonna give us a hull missile, 4 missiles, 1 drone part, and 14 scrap. I was about to let them die. I was very stoked to let them die, but that's a great offer. It's an offer that pretty much I can't refuse. Unfortunately, I misplayed this a little bit, and we'll have to go back this way and then go to the store. Well, actually, we don't really even want to go to the store because I definitely don't have enough money to buy shields. It costs like 135, I think. Aid the civilian ship. So really, what I was doing there is waiting until their beam fired, or the reason I put someone in the sensor room is to see when the beam was about to fire. That's what I'm trying to get across. All right, 90% chance worked out in our favor that time. Let's take a crack at. They have an NG in the oxygen room, I should say. So I think dual lasers on weapons makes sense. And then mini beam, of course, is going to go on weapons as well. I just hope that maybe we can hit oxygen as well, just so that they have way too many things to actually repair. Good, good, good. They still have a bomb active. Not too much I could have done about that, unfortunately. I know that bomb is going to fire. There's nothing I can do about it. So let's attack shields here, and maybe the mini beam will be more effective. Good. That fire is nice. It's going to force them to divert their attention a little bit. Mini beam can't go yet, but that's okay. I think this time we go on weapons again. And we do exactly the same thing. This will kill their ship. Took some damage. That's okay. It happens. 19 scrap, 3 fuel, 2 missiles. Civilian ship gave us we've got a fuck ton of scrap. Let's just be honest about that. We gotta wait for our ion damage to dissipate from the hull. So far, so good. And once we get shields up on the ship, we're in a very nice position. A very nice position. We can start working on other things, because we already have cloaking from the first sector, which is crazy good. They seem to exclusively have a laser. Oh, fuck. That was a terrible decision. Wait for them to shoot, and then cloak quickly. We might be able to get a lucky dual laser shot off here. But we will not be able to wait for, oh, come on. Good, we're not going to be able to wait for the mini beam, but we at least took their weapon offline, but man, this drone is going to cut us up. So wait for dual lasers. Dual lasers go on drone part. Is it dead? It looks dead, but I want to make real goddamn sure. Okay. So we took some damage there. Truth be told, we didn't take nearly as much damage as I actually thought we would. So I feel like that worked out pretty well for us. And truth be told, we'll probably end up making, not money, but, you know, effectively making scrap for being here. So I feel like it was kind of a smart choice to still come here, but certainly without shields, drones are a real fucking problem for us. So, relatively easy dismantling of that drone ship. We got 8 scrap, which is not very much, but we also got very long-range scanners now. Still very unlikely we end up being able to get shields here just because of where the stores actually are located. Fend for yourself, attack and escape. Bribe the rebels to release the civilians. I'm going to fend for myself. They have a missile launcher and a laser. This is pretty much the perfect combination of weapons for me to avoid, because they should charge at basically the same time. There we go. Just in time. Yeah. Yep, okay. Now we dual laser, and I think dual laser is an important one to use on weapons. Got to take out both of their weapons, remember, which didn't really work out as planned here. But then we want to make sure, okay, their laser still being active is frustrating. We still have a 30% passive dodge chance, but we're probably going to get hit. All right, so what actually happened there is we shot their laser down, which is a nice kind of like, you know, it's fair enough. Their next laser is going to come in. We're not going to dodge this one. It's going to hit our door system. But we can mini beam again, and at least again take out their... We took out their non-missile here, which is fine because their missile is actually not super problematic for me. We'll cloak through it, like so. And we'll go on weapons again. I know we should be taking care of this fire as well. You're not wrong about that. Can we actually get the mini beam to stretch to the shield room? We can. They're going to surrender. It's not a good enough surrender offer, unfortunately, for all the trouble you put me through. Alright, now you guys get down here and deal with this fire. Alright, 19 scrap. That's more along the lines of what I was looking for. And we're going to put our other human pretty close to the forefront here, just so that we can, you know, rotate people in and out as is necessary to deal with the fire, because we don't want it to have a chance to spread again. Yeah, we're fine, actually. So the door system's going to get repaired. Didn't take too much damage. Handled fairly well, I think. I like using the stealth cruiser because it's kind of like, it's good practice, you know, for actually using cloaks effectively. And you have to play it differently than other ships, but it's not super weak. I think I may have said that I think it's pretty shitty before. I'm starting to rethink that a little bit. At least you start with weapons that are better than the fucking Mantis cruiser. Yes, I know, if you're using weapons on the Mantis cruiser, you're doing it wrong. Blah, blah, blah. Sometimes you need to shoot down ships. Dock and try to rescue the survivors. 10 scrap, hull damage to cloaking. Hull damage and damage to cloaking, I should say. That damage sucks, but it's fine. Plenty of scrap, but it's scrap that we have to save for now. No question about it. Shields are a necessity. I should probably avoid getting into combat as long as possible until shields are available, but I need to get more scrapped in order to get shields as well, so it's a bit of a catch-22. Cloak and attempt access to the cache. Did not work. Oftentimes does not work. Now, they have no shields either, but they don't have the ability to cloak, so I think I maybe have a slight advantage here. We're going to dodge the laser, and the ion might dodge as well here. Lucky us. We missed both of our shots, but the mini beam don't miss. Got to make sure we hit piloting if possible, as well as the weapons. And their ion weapon, while annoying, is not that problematic depending on what it hits. I'm not too worried about it, let's put it that way. And now it's offline forever, so... yeah, their ion weapon just bouncing, you know, fruitlessly against the empty rooms of my ship doesn't really matter. Plenty of rewards here, up to 138 scrap. Very fruitful first sector, but we didn't get what we wanted. Aid the civilian ship. They have a couple of lasers. 2 lasers with exactly the same charge time is exactly what we want to run into whenever possible. So, give it a second. We'll cloak through that. 90%. Pretty good. One day that 90% will bite us in the ass, but it doesn't look like it's today. Alright, and we want to hit all of these important rooms. Yeah, that'll do it. Lots of fires. Fire in the oxygen room means they are not coming back and getting those weapons offline, or online, I should say, anytime soon. So we'll go on shields now. And because of the ship layout, we can actually just kill them very easily. Even if we didn't do any damage, as long as we took the shields down, they were going down. Alright, 18 scrap. Breaching missiles. Plenty of missile weapons so far. But we'll probably end up selling one of the two. Either hull or breaching. This is weird. We're gonna get boarded. We can handle that. We can handle that. Beam weapons suck. That's unfortunate. Where are you going here? You're gonna fight our engine personnel, I guess. We'll send our weapon personnel to help out. That's gonna lower our dodge chance a little bit, but that's okay. So wait for the laser. We dual laser their weapons quickly. And we cloak. Their shields are down. We can mini beam very quickly and hit some relevant rooms, because we want to take their beam down before they get a chance to shoot it. Ah, it worked. Okay. That's a very, you know, dicey kind of proposition, but it's worked out well for us. Killed their crew member. And we should have them very much behind the 8-ball now. And basically we're going to do this. And then we're going to kind of pull the mini beam across this way again. And just want to keep everything offline, especially the shields offline is super good for me. So we'll land a shot there, and our next mini beam, it doesn't really matter where it goes, I would say, because they're going to be dead. It's weird to have an encounter at the very first beacon that you come across. Oh, this is the exit beacon. For some reason, I thought we went to the next sector already. I would rather deal with defense drones and drones in general than deal with Zoltan energy shields, and that's, you know, coming from someone who had a real nightmarish time. Who are the Olafson and CY Heng? Get into the medbay briefly. It's coming from someone who had some, you know, problematic situations with drones a little earlier on the run. Do we want to upgrade our passive dodge chance? I don't think so. I really think we just want to save all of our scrap for shields. I don't know where else to put it. Second level of cloaking? We don't have stealth weapons. I don't even think we want second level of cloaking, right? Maybe we want second level of sensors, but let's just start by jumping, and we want to find the store as soon as possible. It's super likely to find shields in the store. 5 damage to our hull for effectively no reason. There is a store. This is important. If we just get shields, I feel like we're in a great position for right now. Page 2 has shields. They're only 125. Okay. Heavy ion. 2 power. We only have 2 power right now. But heavy ion plus mini beam seems like an awesome combination. Do we... As much as I would love to do that, we do need to pick up 2 bars of reactor power right away. We'd have to sell some stuff to make heavy ion work, so I think I'm content with the way our ship looks right now. 17 scrap. We'll invest the rest of our scrap into repairs. Yeah, that's fine. A little bit overkill on repair, I think, but that's okay. And now I really like the way this ship looks. We probably want to get a second bar of shields up pretty soon, but apart from that, pretty solid. Gonna be difficult to take down ships with 2 bars of shields, not impossible though. I'm gonna steal as much fuel as remains. That's only 3 fuel. I like how I went all preachy. War doesn't justify abandoning one's values. It's 3 fuel, man. We're trying to save the world. Accept their offer of surrender. I know there's a greater reward if you don't accept their offer of surrender sometimes, but I'd rather just accept it in this case, and we will definitely aid the civilian ship. There's no way they are going to come even close to being able to match our kind of like offensive prowess, except by boarding us, but we should be able to handle it just fine as well. So we tunnel vision, wait for them to fire. Oh, their first shot actually landed super quickly. We didn't even dodge the missile. All right, well, this is okay. 2 shots here. It works, and then we hopefully manage to take out that laser. Can we actually hit 4 rooms? We can. All right, bust open that teleporter. Their laser still works, but we still have a shield, so they can't really do anything about that. They've lost some crew members here, so basically that's just gonna bounce off our shields, which is lovely. See if we can hit this. And that's gonna hurt that, and then, well, they're dead, aren't they? So, it doesn't really matter where we aim here. End up getting 26 scrap and nothing else, but that's okay. Why don't you guys come up into the med bay here? It is only 50 for a second bar of shields. I thought maybe it would be changed because we had to buy shields separately. We get a second bar of shields and cloaking. Honestly, it seems like a little bit of overkill right now, but it would be really nice to be able to do it as well. And just feel like super defensively comfortable. The problem is, offensively, it's going to be super hard soon to break through ships with 2 bars of shields or more. The Flak Gun Mark II actually goes a long way towards alleviating that concern. That is going to make it super easy to bust through shields. So instead of using dual lasers, we can have the Flak Cannon Mark II, and then Mini Beam can hit the relevant systems. But for now, we don't need to use it. But it's nice to know that it is an option for the future. We should have sold at least some of our missile weapons. Maybe all of our missile weapons. But there is a chance, you know, we get a pre-igniter at some point. So we'll get a 90% dodge chance here. Thank God those missed. And then we fire on missiles. Well, weapons, but let's be honest. We know what weapon we want to take out the most, and then we do as much damage as is humanly possible. All of their weapons offline, actually. Did not expect that. With no pilot, I think we have plenty of time to get our mini-beam charged up again. And that started a nasty fire. And, you know, fires are really good at sucking out oxygen. So if we fuck up their oxygen system as well... Ooh, that's not really a great surrender offer, unfortunately. Well, I didn't have to worry about the metagame too much. Just killed them outright instead. 97 scrap. Keep going here. No, I don't need to get that second bar of shields just yet, I'd say. What do these guys have? A teleporter, of course. And then move this guy back just because hey, we'll keep him, like, right in the midpoint here. Weapons-wise, they have an ion stunner. Let's get you over here, too. I know that lowers our dodge chance. They have an ion stunner and a laser. We don't need to dodge the laser. In fact, we don't even need to dodge the stunner anymore, I'd say, because the laser missed. So let's take our shots first. Just save cloak for when it's maybe a little bit more relevant, you know? And we'll hit 4 rooms here. 3 rooms. Doesn't really matter. 3 rooms is fine. Take their weapons offline, fuck up their oxygen. Nobody got stunned. Okay, you go back to the med bay. We will power that up quickly. Ooh, yes. Okay. They're not going to be shooting at us, so we're fine. And we can take as long as we need to heal, basically, because we don't need dodge chance right now. So I would say we go back to the weapons. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And then, why do you have 2 oxygen powers so early? Like, that's crazy to me. Basically, we just ruined their ship with that last shot. Everybody can go back to their rooms. This stealth cruiser is working out very, very nicely so far. Let's just dual laser them. An elegant kill, if you will. Required a little bit of skill there. Not from me, I just clicked the button, but from the person actually manning the weapons, maybe. I think it's prudent for us to get to the exit here. Smart idea. And I think we will pick up 2nd level of shields, and then we'll work towards weapon power. So now, I'm not going to say we're unhittable, but we're up there. 2nd bar of shields and cloaking after the 2nd sector is pretty nuts. I will sell all of my drone parts for more scrap. Hopefully we can, you know, just win them back later. Let's go to civilian sector here. We can avoid nebulas all the way to the exit. That's very unlikely and great. Alright, sector 3. You start with the store. Don't want the store just yet. Stealth weapons would be nice, maybe, but we don't need it yet. We want to save our scrap, get our weapons up, because we already have Flak Mark II, which is a fantastic weapon. If we have enough money to buy a pre-igniter, sign me the F up, but let's wait for some shots to come in here before we decide how to handle this. Now we'll cloak. They had a lot of misses there, but I'm always happy to give them some more. So, we really just can't afford for them to dodge here, so we'll make sure we hit piloting and weapons here. Alright, that caused some significant problems for them. Weapons are hurting, which should give me time to get another shot off before they can do anything. Piloting is just down. Before they can do anything meaningful, I should say. Yeah, piloting is just straight up down, which is great. And then we'll just make sure that we, maybe this time we'll hit the opposite side of the ship. Just because, otherwise it'll do redundant system damage. They might have enough power to actually hurt me here. If they shoot perfectly, but they didn't, so that's alright. And they do have all weapons back online now, but that won't matter. With 0% dodge chance, life's a bitch and then you die. That's why we get high. Because you never know when you're going to go. There's a distress beacon. Might actually allow us to pivot over to that store and pick up a really good item quickly if we sell our missiles. Go down to the surface. Mental state is questionable. Leave the madman. Check out our store quickly, because a pre-igniter would change the fucking game right now. There's no pre-igniter. Heavy ion. It's a good weapon. But I'm putting our eggs in that, let's sell our missiles first. Putting my eggs in that, Flak 2 basket for now. And now that we've sold our missile weapons, hopefully I won't regret that, we have a great opportunity to bust up our weapon power. That is actually surprising. We could, if we disable this and move this around and, you know, carry the 1, we can get Flak and a mini beam going at the same time. We'll see if this ends up being a problematic choice. For just 1 more power, we can get, yeah, okay, that's fine. For just 1 more power, we can get dual lasers going as well, and effectively that just means that's a straight upgrade, right? Like we've, oh man. I was gonna say like, ooh man, they've got a missile, but truth be told, that's actually not that meaningful right now. In fact, you know what? Let's lower our dodge chance a little bit more and get dual lasers going at the same time. So now, yeah, that was just a straight upgrade. Now we just need reactor power for more dodge. So we'll dodge the missiles. There it comes. I want to, like, turn off oxygen and 1 bar of shields just to make sure that we can cloak properly here. We can put oxygen back on. So that'll give us a 90% chance. That still fucking hit. I did everything to make that work for me. Let's get that fixed up as soon as possible. Okay, now we've got everything ourselves here. So, we'll flat cannon right in the middle here. That'll allow us to then target with mini beam whenever we want, which will be that right there. You hit a lot of juicy rooms. Kind of hard to tell with all the flak in the way, but weapons, oxygen, and piloting is fine. And we'll also dual laser the shields so they can't come back. Okay, so that did a fuck ton of damage, obviously. We have no shields, so we're in a bit of a weird spot here. They still have lasers active, but this is okay. I botched that. Well, let's put it this way. I didn't botch it. They landed a fucking 10% chance to hit with a breaching missile. That caused me some fucking problems. I'm not ashamed of it. I tried my damnedest to not get hit. Micromanage my power and everything, which is something I very rarely do. In 9 out of 10 situations there, if we repeated that scenario, it would work out totally fine for us. But because of that really great dice roll from them, it looked worse than it was. That was still pretty good. Pretty encouraging results so far is what I'm trying to get at. So defensively and offensively, I feel very strong for Sector 3. Inquire about their specialty. We can't afford it anyway. Let's do some jumps here around the end of the sector. These could be our endgame weapons, honestly, although I would love to dump mini beam for a better beam. Dual lasers for 1 power I actually quite like. So, we will have to cloak through the lasers here, unless they miss. And the reason we have to cloak through the lasers is because that beam can hurt us through 1 bar of shields for sure. So, we'll cloak through dual lasers. Easy peasy. Also gives us a chance to get flak ready so that we can really, you know, hit them where it hurts. Get them, like, all weapons at the same time. So, flak just hits the middle. And then mini beam and dual lasers we can target. So dual lasers should go on weapons, and mini beam will wreak havoc like so. We're gonna try to get away. Wow, this is a crazy powerful ship right now. It takes us about 30 seconds to get going, but once we get there, 1 shot is enough to take out a lot of ships, it seems like. Are you kidding me that this beacon can't actually get to this one? Alright, well, we have enough fuel to justify it, I think. And we won't get caught by the rebel ship. They have a defense drone. They're trying to get away. They won't be able to hurt us. The only thing that's worrying here is that it is going to be a little troublesome to stop them from getting away. Yeah, they can't hurt us, so we might as well just hang out here. Let's start with just some dual lasers here. Rather than waiting for the killing blow, try to hurt their piloting system, and actually, you know what? Hopefully we get shields in here as well. Yeah, that's pretty good. Terrible for them, but great for me. Then we'll try our flak cannon Mark II right there. Oh, they shot down one of those flaks on the way in. Congratulations. Yeah, and we can't fire a mini beam, so that was a little bit of a mistake on my part, but they're fucked, let's be honest. I gave them a chance to take a shot there. And they're dead. Was it worth it? Yeah, we got 3 fuel back, so it's worth it as long as we don't get caught, which we won't, but it'll be close. Figured why risk going to, like, that solar flare there? Rather just, you know, be safe, go to the exit, and for Sector 3, I think we are sitting pretty right now. And it's a great position to be in. I'm not going to take that offer yet. It's a great position to be in because now we can just focus on making ourselves super, super strong. I kind of want to jump to combat, but I think we'll jump over here instead first, just because I'd love to get 2nd level of doors before we have to deal with these mantises as much as possible. We'll still jump to this. I want free scrap, like 7 free scrap before we go to combat. 2 missiles for 7 fuel seems like an okay trade. You know what? We'll go to combat. If they board us, fuck me, but... sure, 20 free scrap. That's exactly what I wanted, weirdly enough. There's our 2nd level of doors, which makes us much more resilient when it comes to intruders, teleporters, whatever you want to say. Nothing going on. I thought that was a distress beacon, but it wasn't. We need to sack up, get some scrap here. Not gonna send the crew down to die against giant enemy spiders. Really hoping we get some combat. I need scrap. We need to find a store. Weapon pre-igniter. Get that up. Okay, so they're going to board us. I'm very glad I got second level of doors. We can make things problematic for them here. No question about it. Yeah, they're going to have some issues here. I think we'll be able to kill them before it becomes a bit major problem. With only 2 lasers and a beam, they can't really hurt us. So, I think we just wait here. I don't think this Mantis is going to be able to do as much damage as he thinks he's going to be able to do. Okay, close these doors up. Alright, so Flak comes in. And we went for the kill this time. Why don't we do this to weapons, and then we'll mini-beam the shields. You know what? Sorry, mix it up. Dual laser the shields and mini-beam over here. We can hit 4 rooms. They're not going to hurt us anyway. They're going to try to escape. We didn't actually hurt their engines or anything like that, so we'll hope to land like a lucky dual laser shot on their piloting system. Good enough. That fire will be problematic for them. And now it's really just, you know, the flak cannon's job to finish the job here, isn't it? I did mini beam 1 damage on 1 room. Very smart play from me there. 40 scrap. Okay, here's where we start banking as much scrap as is possible. Get to 120. Hold out for a pre-igniter or maybe 3rd level of shields or something. No intruders here. And these weapons will probably charge in a very similar rate for them. Which means a perfect cloaking opportunity for me. Okay, well, we'll at least dodge missile and laser. Or 90%. And then we can take some time to wait here. I don't think we should wait any longer, actually. I think we should actually dual laser. And try to get their weapons taken out before... Good, no misses. Try to get their weapons taken out before they get a chance to get a 2nd round off. And we'll land that one. And that's pretty good. And then, of course, the ultimate flak cannon. Not going to accept that surrender. It's just not, it's not scrap rich enough. But we do stand a pretty good chance of getting hit now. So, you know, there's positives and negatives associated with everything. Let's get these dual lasers and hopefully hit weapons again. Why would I aim on piloting there? Should have aimed on either weapons or shields, but whatever. Doesn't really matter what we aim at here. Their missile launcher's still active. This is stupid. I should have maybe accepted that surrender offer. Titanium system casing prevented us from taking damage there, if you're wondering what happened. We shot their missile down with our flak, which is rare, but nice. 27 free scrap. Again, I botched that a little bit. What is this one? Nearby sun. Nearby sun. I would rather deal with a nearby sun. Or I should say I'm okay with dealing with a nearby sun, I think. In fact, if these are both suns, why don't we try that out? I think I'm okay fighting in suns. We have 2nd level of doors. Lots of good stuff there. Oh, intruder on deck. A young mantis in a charred uniform is teleported onto the deck. He begs for sanctuary from the NG and offers his service in exchange for protection. The NG have already traced the teleporter signal and are offering a deal in exchange for the prisoner. So we can get a lot of scrap here, but I would love to get a 4th crew member. So I'm going to side with the fugitive and fight the NG ship. It's a trap. The mantis sabotages your ship before teleporting away. Alright, motherfucker. You're a real dick. Let's get our shields repaired as soon as possible. We should still be fine. Hopefully they surrender and I end up taking that guy on board. I'm going to make him scrub our bathrooms. Not that there's anything unnoble about that. Did you seriously hack the shit out of our shields? Or did that ion weapon hit and I didn't notice? That must have been it. Alright, so now we cloak. This is an important one. 2 of those shots hit on a 75% chance. Alright. Somebody up there clearly does not like me. So we dual laser. They shot down one of them. Alright, well now we flak. So this is an important moment. Not gonna shoot down all those, are you, motherfucker? And we hit 3 rooms. Ah, it took weapons completely out. Thank you, flak cannon, for doing your part there. I really need to heal. I did not expect to get so fucked on that situation, though. Let's be honest. So there's no point in using dual lasers here. We might as well wait for flak cannon. The mantis are notoriously slow at repairs, so we have plenty of time. Still shoot on weapons. But I think we'll mini beam like so. That finished them off. Tomo, what's up, buddy? I hear you knocking on my door. He's okay. Now I'm kind of wary about actually jumping to these sun beacons because I know there's going to be combat. So I think we're going to skip one of them, and we'll repair our medbay. Don't worry about that. But we'll skip one of them, and whoa! Cats just came in here. One of them was basically riding on top of the other one. Sometimes Ruka's a little bigger than Tomo. Sometimes Tomo, like, bites his neck and kind of rides him from room to room. It's as ridiculous as it sounds. They're freaking out now, though. Okay, so we'll fight on the sun. Hopefully we don't take very much damage here, and we find a store early in the next sector. They have a bomb. Bombs are tricky, even with cloaking. Alright, so you're gonna come to the shield room here. And you're just gonna fight on the shield room. So I think what I'm gonna do is, I'll fight you. Sure, we can do this. And I'll just open these doors up so that we're basically ready to back the fuck out. When you do anything. Do I really? No, let's close this door up. Because I want to get, okay, you know what? Now you get into the med bay. Here comes 2 shots. I'm gonna cloak because the bomb's incoming. I hope I didn't mishandle this too badly. That seems to have worked fine. This Mantis looks like he's in a terrible situation. And that's what I want to see. And now we just wait for just a second here. Close all doors, open all doors. It's good. Flak's about to go. This is the important moment for us. Flak goes. Dual lasers go on weapons, and mini beam, like this, hits a lot of very important rooms for them. Didn't quite kill them, much to my surprise. We have an incoming solar flare. Hey! Hey, you kids, knock it off. Relax. Close all doors. That's close. Open these doors. That's fine. And you get in here and help put this fire out over here. They're dead already. That was fast. So that actually went pretty well as long as we end up taking no hull damage. Probably want to jump out of here as soon as possible. Okay, close all doors, open all doors. Yeah, that's fine. Everybody get back to your rooms. And we'll medbay up when we're safe. Which will hopefully be after this beacon right here. Or at this beacon right here, ideally. Sure. You know what? Take 15. They give us 37 scrap, 5 hull points repaired. That's pretty good. So we're going to jump to sector... We're going to jump to NG controlled. Because I don't want to deal with the rebels. And we have enough money to buy a pre-igniter, which would make our dreams come way fucking true here. Or we can get third bar of shields. We could probably get both, but before we end the episode, let's just have everybody heal up here. At least we're actually going to see a part 2 after the rock cruiser debacle. So you guys are healed. Get back to your rooms. Part 2 will be linked in the video description below. As always, I implore you, if you enjoyed the episode, show your support. It helps me out an enormous deal if you click the like button if you actually did enjoy the episode. Otherwise, feel free to continue on about your day. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more FTL and other roguelike games at this channel. As always, thanks for watching. I hope to see you guys over in part 2. And we'll see you there.